Like, what's some tips?
I ain't gonna lie. 1 in 18?
Yeah.
Stop boxing.
Perfect. Finish him.
What up, what up, what up? What's going on, my people? You know who it is, man. It's your boy, Ryan from the 6. We in the building. Big sixes, man. We up in here, man. I'm gonna let everybody take a minute to get up in here before we do the recap. You know, we had a busy weekend. Busy weekend was ahead of us. A lot went on, man. A lot went on. A lot of good boxing news, you know. If you a boxing connoisseur, you really enjoyed what was going down, man. And, you know, shout out to everybody who tuned in. It was a good weekend, man, from start to finish. You know, obviously it wasn't like no massive marquee fight, but yo, there was a lot of names, bro. There was a lot of names fighting, so there was a lot of guys we could talk about. Yo, it was just one of them weekends, man, where it turned out to be good. You know, we didn't know how the Australian card was really going to pan out because, you know, we lost pretty much the main card, bro. We lost Jermall Charlo. We lost Stephen Fulton. And, you know, those are two guys that we wanted to see get back in the ring and do their thing. So that was unfortunate. But, you know, shout out to everybody in the building, man. Again, I'm your host, Ryan from the 6. We here, man. Big sixes in the building. So drop a comment, share, like the stream. Make sure you sub to the channel. We here twice a week, man. Sometimes I'm here a little bit more. I'm trying to get on a little schedule. Trying to get something more consistent for y'all, man. I'm just a shift worker, so it's just difficult, man, when you work in a shift, bro. But smash that like button like Ann Wolf, gang.
Did not really fight her.
Oh, big one punch. That is it. Forget about the count.
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. I appreciate y'all showing love to the stream, man. Y'all always keep me going, keep me rolling and straight. But I like, man. Salute to Man Z on Twitch, man. Salute, brother. I appreciate you for tuning in. He said, hello, great streamer. I'm at work right now, but I'll stop by with my squad on your next stream, man. He said, add me on the Discord. Oh, for sure, man. I'll add you on the Discord for sure, brother. I also have a Discord here in the link. So, yeah, man, we'll definitely keep you in mind. Add you to the Discord. I got the Discord link pinned to the YouTube chat. I'm not sure if it goes to the Twitch, though. But let me see if it does, man. If I repost it again, if I go to the Twitch. Okay, it went to the Twitch. Yeah, that's how you call into the show, though. If you want to join the Discord, call into the show. If not, that's cool, man. You could, but I'll add you to the Discord, man, or add you and invite you to the Discord. But the Discord is the best way to get the notifications for the streams. I don't know why YouTube doesn't really send them out. I don't think so, but I know on Discord, I've had people tell me, yo, the Discord is good for the notifications. So I know that at least on Discord, it's going through, bro. So if you're in the Discord, you're going to see when I'm live. It's going to notify you and you can jump on over, man. But yeah, this was a good weekend of boxing. I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed what I saw. You know, I wouldn't say it was like anything too crazy, but bro, I thought it was a good weekend for a lot of us, especially, you know, if you wanted to see the answers between Spence, man, if he was back. I know that was a really big thing for us over here in the community and probably a lot of the boxing fans. We wanted to see how Errol Spence would look, you know, on the 3-year layoff, coming back pretty much to a good fight, man. Like Tszyu ain't no pushover. So he came back to a good fight. But yeah, man, Errol Spence, bro, it just it's been rough for him. And I'm glad that he called it, man. We also had Anthony Joshua. He was on the docket, bro. Anthony Joshua, yeah, he almost messed up the fight, gang. Like, yo, man. Anthony Joshua almost spoiled his own party, bro. He almost dropped the bag. He was dropped twice. it was unfortunate to watch Anthony Joshua like that, but yeah, man, that was one of them fights where you like, bro, like, yo, AJ, that could have been bananas, bro. If you really, you know what I'm saying? If you weren't in there doing what you was supposed to do, bro, that could have really went the wrong way, man. And AJ, he's lucky, man. He didn't end up like, some people out there. He could have got stopped, bro. Would have been a wreck.
No, I'm 1-18 in boxing. Like, what's some tips?
I ain't gonna lie. 1-18?
Yeah.
Stop boxing.
Go.
Stop boxing, bro. But yeah, man, if AJ would have got stopped, a lot of us would have been like, hell no, we don't want to see that Fury fight, man. So shout out to AJ for getting off the deck and doing what he was supposed to do and getting the win. He also got I'm gonna play a little bit of clip from the Ariel Helwani show later in the stream. Even though I think he's still live, man. I was actually watching it earlier. He had Oscar De La Hoya on, man, and Oscar be funny, bro. He went on there and straight capped. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Oscar De La Hoya showed up on that stream and straight lied to everybody, man. Lied to himself, lied to Ariel. Like, it was nasty, bro. Like, it wasn't even one of those things where he tried to hide it, bro. It was nasty work. So Oscar De La Hoya, he got some explaining to do. I don't understand why he gotta be like he a pathological liar, man. Like, he literally lied right on the show in 4K, man. And you could see Ariel was kind of like, he wasn't buying it either, man. But y'all see when I play the clip with what I mean by that. Oscar De La Hoya was capping. Edgar Berlanga, he comes back to the ring, back to New York, and he gets a stoppage over Steven Butler. That was to me, he got dropped early too in the second round. Yeah, he got dropped in the second round. I don't know, man. The Edgar Berlanga, he's still like a question mark for me. I don't know. I'm not sold, man. I don't know why I'm not sold on Edgar, but I'm just not. I gotta see more, man. Unfortunately, I don't know why I'm so hard on Berlanga. It got to be because, the hype train after the Canelo thing. I think that's what it is, bro. Like, a lot of people, like, I didn't understand why he was having a parade for taking the L1 and 2. I was surprised that people was getting behind it like that. Like, yeah, he survived. Like, it was weird, man. He had a moral victory surviving against, a aging Canelo. Like, it wasn't a prime Canelo. You know what I'm saying? It's Canelo in the back half. So I don't know, bro. But, this is Edgar Berlanga, bro. So he knows how to talk. He knows how to get the crowd moving and grooving. He knows how to make himself the center of attention. So I think that's what that was about. Yeah, man, those are the topics we'll get into. I guess we'll start at the top of the order here. With AJ, bro. Anthony Joshua, yo. Anthony Joshua almost got his ass stoppy, man. In that first round, he came out. Obviously, he's been out the ring for quite a bit of time. Jake Paul, I don't really count that as a fight because I was like, what? I was a YouTuber, bro. So I just think straight out the rip, like, he didn't have real ring time since the Dubois fight where he was stopped. That was the last time we really saw AJ in a boxing match. Shout out to Jake Paul. He does train hard. I do give him credit for that. Amongst the other YouTube boxers, I think Jake Paul is on another level than those guys, but he's still not a world-class boxer. I'll say that. So AJ wasn't in there with a world-class boxer. Prenga, he got power, man. This is the heavyweight division. And Anthony Joshua, I think the issue with it is, man, he looks like as he getting older now. He is older. His punch resistance has gotten a lot worse, man. And some people never believe he had punch resistance to start with since the Andy Ruiz fight. And I get it, man. Y'all got honestly reasons to believe that because Andy Ruiz stopped him. But I never really seen it like that, man. Because I never really seen AJ, hurt like that outside of that. Even in the Klitschko fight when he got dropped, he got up and you know, we saw what that fight was like, bro. So I think Anthony Joshua, yeah, his punch resistance is definitely not the same like it used to be, man. That's for sure. And we'll see what happens in this Fury fight. It just got a lot more interesting because Tyson Fury, he's had 2 tune-ups. His last tune-up was in Thailand. It wasn't broadcasted. I think they said he was in the ring with like a older gentleman who's like 47 or something like that. It was an older guy. And, you know, he went 7 rounds before dude got stopped. But I'm just saying, both of these guys are not coming into the big fight with a lot of hype, bro. And that's their problem. That's what they did to each other, man. You know, they waited too long. That they wanted to be the A-side guy, you know. They didn't want to compromise to make the fight for the fans. You know, that's what a lot of these dudes get into, these weird ego wars, bro. This is one of those situations where we get in this fight way too late, man. And I don't think it has the same steam. I agree with most boxing pundits. It's got to be in the UK because that's probably where it's going to be bigger and just going to have a lot more buzz. But hey, if they're going to bring it to New York, I think was one of the locations, or MSG, wherever, man, they're going to bring it to America. It'll be a big fight, but it won't be like as big as it's going to be in the UK. That's just the facts and the fiction of it all. These dudes is homegrown European fighters. They're both from the UK. So this kind of like solidifies the best heavyweight of that era, essentially. You know, I don't think these guys are top heavyweights anymore in today's boxing, but I think, you know, amongst each other and the generations, there's a lot of questions that need to be answered. And I think like that fight is obviously the one that the UK fans want to see, man. They want their bragging rights. You know, the people who are Fury fans in the UK and the people who are Joshua fans in the UK. They wanna brag about something, man. But salute to everybody in the building, man. Make sure you guys share the stream, like the stream. If you want X Spaces, repost, bro. Let's get some more people up in here. I did drop those links if you want to call into the show. I'm gonna run through these topics quick. But I appreciate you all, man, for tuning in, man. It's your boy Ryan from the 6 Man. Shout out to anybody who's on Twitch too, Kick, millions.co, salute. We out here, man. We everywhere, man. We trying to grow. Just trying to grow, bro. So yeah, that's the first topic. Topic number 2. We got a lot of topics, actually. Shout out to boxing, man. It was a good weekend, man. We're going to talk about the Zuffa card last night, man. Zuffa in the building. It was at the Hulu Theater, MSG, New York City. You know, headlined by 2 New York natives, Edgar Berlanga, and then in the co-main event, Richard Hitchens. I think they're both from Brooklyn, man. Both Brooklyn guys, local guys. They put on a good show. You know, shout out to Hitchens. I think he said he got hurt in his fight. And, you know, I did think he was going to get Salas out there. I think it was the 6th round or the 7th, one of those rounds. And then, yeah, he started to cruise, man. And I was wondering why. In the post-fight, he said he hurt his hand. So he didn't want to sit down on the punches and hurt his hand even more. So he just went into boxing mode. I get it, bro. I get it. If it's true, I get it, man. You don't want to damage, you know, your hand any more than it's been damaged. Possibly could have been coming into the fight with it damaged, you know, already. So we don't know what happened with Hitchens and Camp, but we do know is he got a gentleman's sweep, bro. That was like a 12-0. I don't know how you give Salas a round in that fight. I know people say, oh, it was boring, man. But I like the way Hitchens boxed, man. He started off the fight on the back foot, moving around, countering. I thought he was using the ring really well. You know, when I see back foot fighting like that, that's what I like, man. When you're working off the back foot and you're doing effective punching, you know, I think some guys on the back foot, they just get too many straight lines. They not shifting. They're not moving their feet. And they get caught up. They get caught with the big shots, man. I don't think that's effective boxing on the back foot because every time Salas started to close the distance, you saw Hitchin pivot. You saw him move left. You saw him move right. He didn't go back in a straight line. He didn't make that mistake, man. He didn't go back to the ropes. You know, he turned his body, and Salas just not being the footwork savvy fighter couldn't turn with them to apply the pressure. Or maybe he just didn't have the athleticism because, you know, I think Hitchens is an athletic fighter as well. You know, he's good on his feet. good with the jab. And then, he started to press the action, man. And that's when I was like, okay, Hitchens, he's showing gears now, man. He was in gear 1, feeling out Salas's power probably early in the fight, seeing where he's at, letting Salas, think he can be the bull. And then he stepped on the gas like, okay, I could take this guy's power. Let me see what he could take. Let me see if he could take some of my big punches. And Hitchens started to come forward, started to step. I think it was the 6th or 7th round and around there. And he was having super success with stepping to Salas. And he was hurting him, man. But it seemed like his hand was really hurt, bro. If his hand was hurt, I totally understand. I get it. You don't want to make it worse than what it is, especially if you're looking at Salas like, yo, I already got this guy. I'm already up 7-0. I might as well just box him and sweep the rest of this fight away so I can get back, get my hand right, and get into these big fights, man. And shout out to Hitchens, bro, because he doing shit. He be doing shit I want my favorite fighters to do, man, that don't do. That he actually called the names out. Now, Hitchens got to fight them guys, right? Like, I'm saying that he calling the names out. He said Gervonta Davis. I think he said Devin Haney. I'm not sure who else he said in the line. Those are the two I remember. I don't think he said Shakur Stevenson because, they all buddy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he said Liam Powell probably. Liam Powell got a belt and he already beat Liam, so I could see him saying Liam Powell. But I was happy Hitchens called out some names, yo. Y'all know how I've been feeling lately with these guys pump faking, and then they get to the end of the fight, the press or post fights, and then they start talking like, yeah, well, I gotta speak to my team. Nah, bro, I don't want to hear that no more. I want to hear who you want, bro. I don't want to hear what your team want. I want to know who you want. You supposed to tell your team who you want. So just go say the guys' names. Put that pressure already on your team. Let them know, yo, this is who I want, man. Yo, world, y'all know who I want. So if I don't get it, it's probably because of these guys, man. Let that be known. And Hitchens, he let it be known that he wants Tank. Now, the Tank fight probably not going to happen because, it sounds like Tank Davis going to be out the rest of the year. Devin Haney's tied up right now. Keyshawn Davis, I think that purse bid's been pushed back to Wednesday. So we'll see what happens there if they can get the fight negotiated. But Liam Powell, I think he's going to have a IBF mandatory and Patty Donovan. I don't know when that's going to happen or get ordered up, but that fight is on the horizon. So we'll see what happens with Hitchens, man, who he can fight. I know there's guys there in that division that would fight him. It's just probably won't be one of the marquee names that we want to see, man. I think that's the real telling part here is we just don't want anybody in there with Hitchens. We want a name that could tell us where he's at, bro. I think we still don't know where he's at. Like Salas, yeah, he had that knockout win over Roman Villa, but I mean, Salas never really was super accomplished, so we still don't know where Hitchens is at, bro. We don't know if he's an A fighter or if he's part of the elite. Now, he definitely got elite talent for sure, man. He be out there boxing his ass off, but I just don't know if he could put it all together against those guys. That's what we really need to find out, man. So we'll see, man, what happens, what goes on. Oh, my bad. 1 second, yo. Yeah, man, we'll see what happens here, but salute to everybody in the building. Make sure you smash that like button.
Did not really fight her. Oh, big one punch. That is it. Forget about the count. It is over.
Yeah, my bad, yo. It's over, man. But yeah, I think Richard Hitchens is gonna be a good fighter, man. But we'll see, bro. We'll see what happens with him. Shout out to New Problems in the building. What's going on, brother? He said all the boxers I think can beat Shakur, he want to be friends with. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, they gonna stay on Shakur's head about that stuff, and they should, man. He did that to himself, man. He did that to himself. He done put himself in the box with them guys, and now they all best friends, right?
Oh, you got your hand, man. Pero because my pay October 12th. See you there, yeah? Come on.
Hey, he's great, Connor.
Yes. Crazy man. Look.
He's
Yeah, man. Shout out to the game. He said me versus Dylan Dennis. Oh, man. Dylan Dennis. He be fighting everybody, Yoni. And then we had the main event, bro. Edgar Berlanga against Stephen Butler from Montreal, Canada. Shout out to Stephen Butler. He was getting lit up early in the fight, but he withstood a barrage, I think, in that third or fourth round. But he put Berlanga down in the second, bro. And he was losing that round too that he put Berlanga down in. So he showed power, man. Stephen Butler definitely got the power. And Edgar Berlanga, man, he just he got careless, yo. Got careless, got caught. And we saw it, man. I mean, he didn't look too buzzed. You know, it looked like a flash knockdown, I'll be honest. He didn't look hurt. But it's just one of them things where, yo, he was being careless and got caught slipping. And for Edgar, man, obviously he's trying to get into the big fights. Shout out to him too for saying the names. He said the guys. He said Caleb Plant, Jamal Charlo. You know, he wants all the best fights at 168. He wants the Hamzah Sheeraz rematch. You know, I don't know if he said Canelo, but yeah, man, he said he wants big fights at 168. So it sounds like Zuffa Boxing is in the Berlanga business. You know, they're into making the 168 fights for him. We'll see where that lands him, man. Maybe he can go in a cross promotion fight, get onto one of those ring cards. You know, I don't know if he'll be headlining, right? We'll see, man. We'll see what happens with the whole situation when it shakes out. At the end of the day, Edgar Berlanga said he wants those names. I believe he'll get in the ring with those guys, to be honest. I don't think he won't, but it's just a matter of when, right? Like Hamzah Sheeraz looks like he's going to be fighting Jacob Bank. You know, I know Iglesias is a free agent, right? Well, not free, but he ain't got an opponent. But a lot of people don't like the IBF 10-pound rehydration, and I doubt Edgar will because, you know, he likes to come in and rehydrate. Who else is a champ? And Billy's WBC champ. He's got a fight against Canelo in October. Jaime Munguia, he's kind of like the guy who's also free. He can fight. So, I mean, that could be a possible fight for Berlanga. But we also seen Diego Pacheco call him out too. So we don't know where he's going to go. And I think Beck the Bullies is mandatory. Munguia. That's an in-house Golden Boy fight. Easy for Oscar to make his money. I don't know, man. We'll see what happens with Berlanga. I honestly don't know who he fights next. Maybe Jamal Charlo's a good fight. That's a good start. Maybe Jamal just goes over to Zuffa Boxing. They put that on a Paramount Plus card, a Zuffa Boxing event, headline it. I'm sure Jamal will demand a lot of money, but, you know, I think it's worth it. You know, for sure, Jamal Charlo's a former champion, especially if you're trying to build Edgar Berlanga into making some believers. Yeah, I think you'll need to put him in there with a formidable opponent or somebody that we know, somebody that we value as danger. I think Jamal Charlo is that. You know, even though he's had his issues outside the ring, there's no questioning that jab, his timing, his athleticism. I think you just worry about, okay, is he going to, like, when's he going to age out, man? Because he is getting up there in age. He's had a lot of fights. But we'll see, man. We'll see what happens with Edgar Berlanga next. I can't anticipate his next move because, you know, Zuffa doesn't really campaign the 168 division, so it's not like they got a bunch of 168 pounders sitting over there right now. The fight of the night, obviously, I think was the one that we were all looking forward to. And I think we all, as a collective, knew that this one would be it. Jaleel Hackett versus Deverenchenko. Had that early head clash early in the fight. And Deverenchenko, man, he was cut up, I think, above both sides of his eyes. And Jaleel Hackett just dominated the fight, man. Shout out to Jaleel. It's a huge win for him. You know, beating a guy like Sergey Deverenchenko, who's been in the ring with a lot of top names, man. And, you know, he's been in there, fought hard. Some fights people even thought he won, that he got the short end of the stick with. So shout out to Jaleel Hackett for getting that win. That's a signature win for him. It moves his confidence up. It's got it, bro. You know, that guy like Deverenchenko, he's tough as nails. Beating that guy and the way you beat him, batter him all around the ring. You know, shout out to Jaleel Hackett, man, for getting that dub. That was definitely the performance of the night. I think he also got that bonus and probably got fight of the night. I'm not sure. It deserves fight of the night for sure, man, in my opinion. But shout out to Jaleel Hackett, man, getting that dub. And he moving on, man, moving up the Zuffa ladder. Sorry. They at 160, they got a lot of good fighters at 160 at Zuffa. I think middleweight and cruiserweight's the best division over there for them. And yeah, there's a lot more fights for Jaleel Hackett. You know, Shane Mosley Jr., Butayev, who I think he's coming off a loss though. So maybe Boachuk, who also lost. Man, they got some guys, man. McKenna is there now. Callum Walsh is there. I think for sure my man can mix it up with a lot of those guys. Jaleel Hackett, man, I think he gets the job done against most of them, if not all of them, right? But we'll see. We'll see what's in store for Jaleel Hackett moving forward. Him and his team. It's always good seeing the father and son relationship in the ring workout, man, and that's what Jaleel and I believe Bernard Hackett got going on, man. They're a good tandem. But love to see it, bro. I personally love to see it. You know, I think it's great for the sport, man. It's really it's lonely in there, man. So when you got your dad there, it's a great indication, man, that you're gonna be in good hands because your dad, he always gonna have your best interest. He gonna be the first person there for you if you lose and when you win, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the man that, and obviously your parents, both your parents, but you know what I'm saying? Jaleel Hackett, Bernard Hackett, they got a great tandem. They've been doing great things, man. I'm happy to see Jaleel get that signature win, man, because he's really been needing it, right? Like Jaleel Hackett, he's been through the ringer, man. This is a kid who was signed with Mayweather, cool, got out the deal, went to Matchroom. You know, obviously was draining himself, but Matchroom just never put him in the ring with any marquee opponents. And then now he gets over to here to Zuffa, and his second fight in, he gets to Sergey Deverenchenko, a guy who's accomplished, a guy who we consider a real contender, who's been in there with the best fighters in around boxing, period. You know, Triple G, you know, Christian and Billy, who's a champion now. So Deverenchenko, he ain't no, you know what I'm saying, pushover. And that was a big win for Jaleel Hackett moving forward. You got to think Jaleel's only going to get bigger fights, better fights. I hope so, man. I wonder what Zuffa's going to do with him after the next fight, because I think they signed most guys to 3-fight deals. So for Jaleel, you know, I think he's 2-0 in his deal so far. So you got to assume that, I don't know if they're going to try to throw a ringer at him, you know, try to throw him somebody to beat him, or if they, you know, they're going to believe in the kid. But I like the way he fights. I think he's an action fighter. I think he brings it every night he's out, man. Jaleel Hackett going to give you that work, bro. Shout out to my brother, Just Do Boxing in the building. Salute. What's going on, big dog? I appreciate you, man. But yeah, man, we had Oscar De La Hoya. He was on Ariel Helwani's show. Maybe I'll show it now. Bro was snapping, bro. He was capping. There was a lot of cap. I was disappointed in Oscar because, you know, I like Oscar De La Hoya, but like, I'm like, bro, like, don't be capping on here. Like, I get it, bro. You one of them ones, Oscar, but man, don't be up here, cat. And this is the worst part about this interview is it's still live, man. Like he's still live, Ariel. So I'm gonna have to. Like I had the timestamp written down, but I'm gonna have to skim through because he's still live. I was like just chilling at home, and then I started watching it, and then I'm hearing this man Oscar. Get on his capaholics, man. I'm like, oh man, we gotta talk about this guy, man. Oscar be funny though. I don't know why he put himself in these situations, man. But you know, he has some good things to say. But there's a few parts where I'm like, bro, this guy, Oscar De La Hoya, he gotta stop. Oh, man. It's going to be a little difficult, but all right, I think I found it. Where he's talking about Ryan Garcia. He's talking about the Ryan Garcia thing because, like, you know, Ariel Helwani had Ryan Garcia on. I think earlier this week he had him on. And then literally Oscar De La Hoya now kind of like pulling up on some like, here, let me give you my side of the story now, right? He pulled up on that, bro. But let's see. Let's listen in to Oscar here. Shout out to Ariel Helwani, man. He's live right now, so like it's gonna be difficult for me to find the exact part, but I think this is it right here, where he's talking about him and Ryan Garcia.
I'm a promoter. I want to make sure this big fight is the biggest it can be, and I want to make sure that that Ryan Garcia is clear-headed enough to go out there and knock out Conor Ben.
So he called for the chat with you. He wanted it. He initiated it.
Yes.
That's good to hear. It's
good to hear. It's great. I love it. That's the way it should be. Like, look, let's make sure that we're all aligned and make sure that we can just put on the biggest event possible.
one thing that he did say in our chat was that he felt like you were putting the fight down, that you were demoting it, that you were essentially trying to get people not to watch.
Oh, it's
and then I saw in the comments on the post that we had on Instagram that you said, no, I just feel like the Haney fight is better. And so can you tell us, what is your sentiment towards this fight?
Well, towards this fight, it's going to be massive. Obviously, I would say about 20,000 Brits will probably come over to the US, to Las Vegas on fight week. Reminds me of when I promoted Floyd Mayweather versus Ricky Hatton back in the day. We had about 60,000 Brits who flew over to participate in the activities, and it was such a special event. So I kind of have that feeling now. I think about 20,000 Brits will come over and want to support their very own and Conor Ben. It's going to be a massive event. But look, I feel that this event is going to be a special one. The fact that Ryan Garcia, we've positioned him to take over the September date, which is very important in boxing. And, I'm very glad that Ryan Garcia now has the throne.
Okay, but this is a bit of a departure from your initial sentiment, which was the Haney fight is bigger and more interesting.
Shout out to Ariel for pressing.
Yeah, no. And everybody will agree with me. The Haney fight obviously is much bigger. There's a lot of controversy. There's a lot of animosity. Imagine with the father and Devin Haney, and I mean, it would be massive. It would literally be bigger than this. I would assume people would agree with me, but will it be a better fight? I don't know. Conor Ben is an amazing fighter. He's an action-packed fighter. So my sentiment towards it in the beginning was, yeah, the Haney fight will be bigger.
Did you guys try to make the Haney fight before this one?
I've always wanted the Haney fight. Because
I could be capping, bro. Wasn't he the one who said he didn't want the fight?
The fight where you'll see more drama, more action. I mean, imagine the intensity when that first bell rings. I know that first as a fighter. That's all I said.
Okay. And so can you clear this up for us? Because he spoke on it, but I want your side as well. My understanding is before that Times Square card, Ryan signed a 2-fight deal with the Saudis. And so this is fight 2 of that deal. And that is why he's allowed to do it outside of the Golden Boys umbrella, so to speak. Like, this doesn't count as a Golden Boy fight. And that's why you're not on the dais. That's what I was told. I want to get your side of that. Some clarity from you. Is that accurate?
We are part. We're carved out and carved. We're part of everything. That's the bottom line.
Okay.
Look. There's no way a network is going to pay the monies that Ryan Garcia is asking for. There's no way. So Turkey came in and bought the event. That's the bottom line. But we are part of it.
He said,
should there be a
bought the event? Okay. So shout out to Oscar for trying to clarify that up. You know, about the whole situation with the Saudis, Ryan Garcia, his deal. So, I mean, man, after these dudes talk crazy about the contract, so they don't know how many fights they got left. But shout out to the Nigerian Nightmare in the building. My man, Alberto, Big 6. What's going on, Alberto, man? It's me, Rock Lee. What up, brother? He said outside, about to cook some chicken thighs on the new green egg and listen to the pod, man. Great afternoon. Salute. You got the smoker? That's what's up, Rock Lee, man. The smoker be dope, man. I got the griddle out back, man. I got the Blackstone. I don't got the smoker though, but I mess with the Blackstone, bro. I love that. You cook your breakfast on it, everything. That's why I jump on the box was. I be like, yeah, man, I was outside barbecuing. Hell yeah. Cooking my breakfast on the griddle, bro. That shit is fire, man. But yeah, I wanna get more into that interview because he also speaks on the Virgil Ortiz situation too. And you know, when he to come back. And I think it's awesome that we're hearing this, right? But it's kind of like we're also gonna hear the capaholics from Oscar De La Hoya, bro. But he funny though. He funny, Oscar. At least he trying to, you know, give us something to talk about. But I think he's right. Like Jaron Boots Ennis, if I'm looking at his options, I don't think Josh Kelly going to be in the ring soon because of the way his fight went down this past weekend with those headbutts and elbows. You know, his nose looked pretty battered, bro. Fundora, we know Fundora's fighting, I think, next month. So then, yeah, he's probably not going to be fighting anytime soon after that. He's not going to be jumping back in the ring to get in the ring soon after that. So, like, if you, Jaron, you want to sit out that long for those two fights, when you can probably pick up the ring belt, bro, to be honest. You can pick up the ring belt, but we'll see. All right, here, I think I found it, man, where they're talking about Jaron Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz, bro. And shout out to Ariel Helwani, because, like, he really put the pressure on Oscar in this interview and made Oscar sound crazy on this part for sure.
Which got busted up his forehead, his nose, so he can fight till next year.
Shout out to Ariel.
Fedor already has an opponent later on this year, so
My
the
Canadian
fight to
brethren.
make is Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz. Let's go.
What are the chances, though, that it happens? I feel like we're very far away from it happening. Am I wrong?
No, you're wrong.
This the cap. This the cap,
Are
yo.
there talks going on?
The talks will start right now. After I have this call with you, I'm picking up the phone and we are starting the talks. And I'm telling you, that's the fight we want. 1,000%.
Okay.
Y'all hear the cap, bro? They ain't even start the negotiations, and he trying to say that's the fight, bro. He said he could call Eddie Hearn right after he stopped talking with Ariel. He said, I'm going to get on the phone with him. And it's like, bro, y'all been talking about this for like weeks, man. Well, at least Rick Mirrigan has. He's been saying that's the fight to make. But you guys are telling me y'all never reached back out to Eddie to see if that's the option? Especially when Eddie's kind of in this weird situation where right now, you know, if we're talking about Matchroom and stuff like that, like Oscar just said, man, the other title fights just not there right now. Just not there. So like, why not go ahead and make this Jaron Ennis versus Virgil Ortiz fight, man? But y'all gotta reach out first, man. You know how it is, man. You know, closed mouths don't get fed, bro. So I mean, these guys gotta speak up and say that they want the fight, which I think they do. Like I think Virgil Ortiz and Golden Boy and all of them do want to fight Jaron Boots Ennis. Like Virgil needs a marquee opponent, man. Let's be honest here. Hasn't had the best track records, but like, man, when Oscar out here, Ariel asked him, is negotiations going on? Clearly it's not, bro. His hesitation there spoke volumes, bro. He didn't need to say much. There's no negotiations going on, clearly. You know what I'm saying? I would hope there would be, but there obviously isn't. They haven't spoken since the last deal. And I think that's all right, man. Like for those guys, they gotta figure it out though, man. They gotta get that fight done. That's a good fight. You know, Jaron Boots Ennis, Virgil Ortiz, make that for the Ring Magazine belt. You know, then at least it means something to Jaron Boots Ennis, who's trying to achieve undisputed. It's another notch, bro. Because if Virgil Ortiz remains number one in the ring, Boots gonna have to fight him eventually, right? So might as well go ahead knock that off, bro. Get that done with and move on to the next step, of your career, which you're going to get the other guys once they healed up. So I think if Jaron's truly on that route of wanting to be undisputed, either way, you're going to probably have to go through Virgil anyways, man. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, bro. Tszyu picks up the dub against Errol Spence Jr. Yeah, man. Sad day for Errol. Definitely not the fighter. Not the fight we wanted to see from Errol. He's definitely 3 years out the ring showed. I think a lot of things showed, man. Shout out to Errol Spence, who had a terrific career. Tszyu wins, though. Picks up the win, and that's what was shocking to me was Tszyu was quicker than Errol. He was countering Errol. Tszyu, he only made the fight difficult for himself when he went on the inside with Spence. Spence was the way better inside fighter. He was making it easier for Spence when he went on the inside, but I didn't understand Tszyu's. I don't think Tszyu really had a game plan, man. I think he was just out there just winging it, man. But where does Tim go after this, man? Because I don't know if he beats any of the top middleweights. I think they all spark him out, man. As much as he beat Errol Spence, it took him 12 rounds to beat, a 3-year layoff, battered up Errol Spence, man. No matter how you cut it, that's who it was out there. And Tszyu, he kind of struggled a bit, man. He didn't look the greatest at points, and especially early in the fight. But he calmed down. He got grooving and moving, and he put on a good performance. But I don't know who he beats. I don't think he beats any of a champion at middleweight. I think there's a couple vacant belts out there, though. I believe the IBF is vacant. I don't know if Tszyu wants to go that route. Oh, I think they're about the McKenna is about to fight for it right on the Zuffa card. And then you got Amari Jones, who's right there for the shot. So I don't think Tszyu beats any of those guys. Maybe a 40-year-old Lara. I say maybe because I don't know. Lara's been punching more since he got older. He been knocking people out now. So I don't know if that's good for Tszyu to run to that. But Lara's also been on a layoff as well, man. His last fight was on that Lamont Roach and Eastside Cruz on the card back in December. So he ain't been out the ring. He's been out the ring for like 7+ months or something like that. So, I mean, it's not like, Lara's a seasoned spring chicken. He's ready to go. So I think it's kind of crazy that, these guys take these long layoffs, man. I don't really understand them, but this has kind of been the PBC way, right? We've seen this story before. It never molds well for anybody. But yeah, man, we'll see what happens next with those guys. Man, Tszyu, that's probably the only guy you can probably beat that's a champion. Lara. Who has the WBC? Adamas. I think Adamas will beat him. The WBO, I think, is vacant, or I don't know if Janabek is champion in recess. I don't even know what the situation is with the WBO and Janabek. He should have been stripped of both fights. This guy tested positive for PEDs, so it should have never been a situation of, hey, should we strip this guy or not? Yo, it's PEDs, man. It's got to be off the rip, strip him. But it took the WBO a while to strip him, so I don't know what they're doing, man, over there at the WBO. But Errol Spence calls it quits, retires. Great career, man. He tried to come back, try to do his thing. You could just see, man, the ring rust was clearly there, feet in the mud. Yeah, man, Errol Spence is not the same guy that we watched all them years, and that's okay, man, because I think he's gonna be fine, man. Errol Spence, don't come back to the ring, bro. You've given us more than enough in that ring. Go enjoy your family time, enjoy your family. You were a great fighter, man. He gave us the matchups. Shout out to Errol Spence, man. But Tszyu was just looking way quicker than him in those exchanges, and I was like, damn, this is not good, bro. Like, Tszyu not supposed to be looking faster than you. When I look at Tszyu, I don't see an athletic fighter. I don't see a guy who's a crazy boxer, right? But Tim Tszyu was looking better, countering better, but it was rough. It was rough to watch, bro. Especially somebody, Errol Spence supporter. I love Errol Spence, man. I always felt like he was the big fish, Jamaican brethren. Shout out to Errol Spence, man, Olympian. He did all the right things. No tune-ups. I thought that was an awesome slogan he used to have, man. Even though I think he could have used some tune-ups on this comeback. After 3 years out the ring, you need tune-ups, bro, for this. But he came back against Tim Tszyu. And Errol Spence, man, he called it a day. I guess he's figuring if I can't beat Tim Tszyu, I shouldn't be boxing no more. And I'm all right with that, man. Enjoy your family, enjoy the fruits of your labor. Hopefully you put some money away, invest it properly, and Errol Spence. Hopefully we see him around in the game. Still see him around here and there. He's a great figure, man. Shout out to Errol Spence Jr. and congratulations for retirement, bro. And hopefully all is well, Earl. Demetrius Andrade returns on the Zone Boxing. I think that was on Friday night. He was on CES Boxing. They had a card on the Zone. Andrade got the first round KO, man, and a possible KO of the year. That was nasty, bro, the way he did that. Shout out to Tip Bayless. He was probably jumping up and down when he saw that, bro. Andrade coming back. He called out the big names as well. He also called out Berlanga. So maybe that's a possible fight they can make now that both of these guys fought this weekend. He called out Charlo. He called out the other guys as well. He did the same thing Berlanga did. Put his name in the hat against the other top 68 pounders. We'll see, man. We'll see what happens with Demetrius. He had a good performance, a good comeback win. Now it's like, okay, we don't want to see you out too long. I don't know what his contract situation's like. Maybe somebody from the Zone picks him up, one of those promoters. I'd like to see Andrade get in there with those guys, man. I think he's still got a little bit left in the tank, something to show us. But we won't know until he gets in there with top opposition. And we going to see, man, what Demetrius Andrade could do. But for now, we're just gonna enjoy his win, man, that he had this past weekend. Shout out to Demetrius Andrade, man. Hamzah Sheeraz with the performance, mid performance, I'd say, bro. He's got to be kicking himself. He's supposed to come in here, get Buddy out of here quick, and get ready for Jacob Bank, man. Which I don't even understand why he's fighting Jacob Bank next. I thought maybe he'd try to go into a unification with Jaime Munguia or maybe some of these other danger fights. Possibly Diego Pacheco or Edgar Berlanga rematch. I don't know if that holds weight anymore. Jamal Charlo would have been probably a good win for Hamzah to get on his record. These are other guys who are obviously high risk, right? And I think that's what I'm saying, man. Protection program. That's what it looked like over there with Hamzah Sheeraz. I know Edgar Berlanga win was huge for him. Ever since that win, man, they haven't really been hinting him at fighting the top guys. It's always been him linked to Canelo Alvarez. That's it. Just Canelo, not the top guys. And I think that's an issue. I think Turki Al-Sheikh, obviously, that's his guy, man. We saw that in the Adames fight. We saw Turki Al-Sheikh go up to the mat and tell him he was losing and all this stuff. And somehow that fight ended up being a draw. But we know what it is over there, man. They protecting that man, Sheeraz. It's just part of the business, man. Happens to most certain guys, man. The machine just gets behind them, picks them, and pushes them. And this is no different with Hamzah Sheeraz. He's that guy for over there for the ring in Turkey. And Zuffa, whoever else, all them guys, they pushing the Hamzah Sheeraz show. The problem is with that, he got to show improve, man. And he had an opportunity to get a stoppage. I thought he should have got the stoppage. I think the stoppage was like a -3 something, 380 or something like that. But yeah, bro, he couldn't get that guy out of there. And that might be a problem because I didn't see any level changes from Hamzah. I didn't see him, step on the gas. I thought he was too conservative, man. I don't know if, he just thought this guy was gonna fall because he hit him. But I didn't see any level change. I see no gear changes to make that fight better for him, easier for him, and to get the stoppage. So Hamzah Sheeraz, man, I don't know, man, where he gonna go next. He gonna fight Jacob Bank. Jacob Bank, I think, stopped William Skull. So I mean, if you want to look at Jacob Bank, tough opposition, okay, that's cool. But I think Hamzah got to fight the guys, man. He not fighting the guys we want to see him fight. And that's where I'm disappointed at with Hamzah Sheeraz, man. It's just like, come on, man, fight them dudes that we want to see you fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't be out here ducking and dodging. We want to see you fight the guys, man. We want to see you get up in there and do some real ish, bro. You know what I'm saying? We want to see you get in the press conference and talk that, man.
For no playing, send me a contra. I know baby. Send me a contra. I will kill you. Send me a contra. No play with me. Send me a contra.
Yeah, man, send me that contract. But shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to the chat, man. I appreciate the chat. Y'all always keep me rocking and rolling, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button, yo. Y'all know what it is.
Really fight her. Oh, big right. One punch. That is it. Forget about the count. It is over.
Yeah, man, we got that stream goal as well. You know what it is, man. That stream goal. We always doing that $20 a stream. We're trying to get 10 $2 super chats, man, for the stream. Support the channel. Y'all know what it is, bro. We out here growing, ducking and dodging, talking that real boxing, bro. That hardcore shit. As Ness says, the nerdy talk, man. WP36, what up, bro? Appreciate you, man. Tuning in to the stream. I appreciate y'all, man. So Hamzah Sheeraz gets the win. He moves on. We'll see what happens with Hamzah next, bro. Steven, cool boy Fulton. How do we feel about this guy? Golly. How many times he gonna miss weight, bro? Yo, Steven Fulton, man. Oh my goodness gracious, bro. You gotta stop. You gotta move up like to a whole different weight class, dog.
160 is my weight division.
I'm sorry?
160 is my weight division. I want to unify. I want to get Golovkin in the ring. I want to bring him to Houston. You know what I'm saying? I want to get Canelo out here to Houston. If they really
Yo, he got to move up in weight, bro. This is crazy. This is insane, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother Jay Wagner, man. Salute. For the $2 super chat, man. For the goal starting us off. I appreciate you, brother. Dropping them chips with the dip.
I want my chips with the dip. That's all I know. I don't want my chips plain. I want my chips with the dip. So bring them dips.
Yeah, man. This dude Fulton. First, he gets the fight moved from the 130 to the 133. The contract. So he gets him moved. Cool, man. We cool with that. We thinking like, okay, maybe, you know, he's at 35. He's going to come down to 33, right? And my man got on the scale and was like, I'm almost a whole weight class up, bro. He could have weighed in for a 140 fight. Yo, that was insane. He was 139 point something. Like, he was damn near a 140 pounder. And I'm like, bro, like, Steven, like, bro, you're not a big dude, like, in stature. So, like, what the heck is going on here, man? Why are you missing weight like this consistently? Like, this is back to back, bro. This ain't right. Like, how the hell you get on a plane to Australia and you not even close to weight, dog? That's insane. Shout out to New Problems, the $2 super chat. For the goal, man. I appreciate you, bro. Drop them chips with the dip, my dog.
I want my chips with the dip. That's all I know. I don't want my chips plain. I want my chips with the dip. So bring them dips.
Yeah, man. That was insane. That was insane, gang. I didn't expect him to miss weight. I thought once the contract was moved, I'm like, all right, Steven, he'll be all right. They giving him a grace. They helping him out. You know, it might be easier for him to make them last couple pounds. But that was clearly not the case, man. I really want to know what his weight was at the start of the week. Because he obviously was cutting some weight. But bro, for you to come in at like 140 almost, what weight were you at the beginning of the weight? He was probably like a 50 pounder or a 47 pounder. Yeah, he was definitely a 47 pounder when he got there. So I'm just like, bro, like this dude, that is wild, bro. Stephen Coolboy Fulton, that's crazy, man. That you really got on a plane knowing you was that far out of weight and had that much to cut. Like you had to have known, bro. And I don't know, maybe he was close. Maybe he really was and just couldn't cut. But oh boy, to miss it out by that far, that's really concerning going forward with Fulton. Like he's not reliable. I mean, he's a liability to promoters now. You know, obviously he's great, former champion, great, accomplished, done some things, man. Was he a 2-weight division champion? Obviously, great. But it's like, bro, now we losing money on you. Money that's probably not well spent, really, because, you know, you're not really the biggest attraction. But yeah, you hold weight because you're a former champion. You've been in some big fights with Inoue and Figueroa. But damn, bro. Missing weight against Shockey and now Liam Wilson back to back. Like that's a bad sight to see, man. I like Stephen Fulton, man. I picked him in the Figueroa fight. You know, obviously the Castro fight was tough to watch because that was off the Inoue fight. He got dropped, I think, early in that fight, but he won. But I thought Liam Wilson was gonna beat him this weekend, gang. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna hold you because what I saw for him in the Shockey fight was no discipline. And the Shockey made him pay for that. And I thought he was coming in here with the same thing. Well, he did. He didn't even make it to the ring. That's how undisciplined he was. So I think it's been tough for Coolboy, man. Since the Inoue fight, it's really been tough. Inoue may have got that chink in the armor on him, even though he had 2 wins over Castro and Figueroa. But like, you look at when he gets to this elite competition, Shockey, bro, it looked different. Shockey was just way better than him. Way better, man. And I'm shocked, man. I'm shocked at Fulton for coming in that big in weight, bro. Like, I was shocked. Genuinely shocked, man. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Share the stream. Yeah, man. I was working all weekend, man, so I didn't get a chance to go for the live fight chat, but I think I'll be back on Saturday. We got the TNT card, man. Zepeda and Roach. That's going to be dope, man. Charles Conwell coming back. Shout out to Toledo Trees. Midwest Mafia. Y'all back. Charles Conwell. It's good to see him back. I'm not sure who else is on that card, but I want to give it a quick look, man, so I can see. Prepare myself, you know, a little bit for the betting. Even though Hamzah Sheeraz, he screwed us over this weekend, man. I had Hamzah getting stoppage. He went out there and got, a majority decision. Yeah, because one judge had it a draw. That judge, I don't know what he was scoring. I didn't have it a draw, but yeah, it was a majority decision. It wasn't even like it was a unanimous. So, I mean, you know, I think that's kind of like showing you, man. My man gotta relax, bro. He gotta relax. So we got William Zepeda and Lamont Roach fighting for the WBC title, 135, right? The title that Shakur dropped. Okay, so they got Robson Conceição versus Morlataia. So Morlataia is fighting on this card. Okay, so this is a top ranks involved, PBC's involved, Oscars involved, Pro Box is involved with Lamont Roach, right? Okay, so there's a lot of people involved with this card, man. This is awesome. This is what we want to see from boxing. But yeah, so we got Lamont Roach, Williams Zepeda, top of the bill. You got Raymond Morlataia, Conceição, co-main event, IBF world title, right? Lightweight division. And then we also got Curiel and Quentin Randall, man. They fighting. All right, at welterweight. That's a good fight. And then you kind of got the rest of these fights here. Charles Conwell is fighting against Paul Kroll. That's another good fight. All right, man. So we got at least the main card going to be good, man. Now we got the golden boy, Nui signee, the Dylan Catapito. I think he's 2-0 right now. They say he's like the next Mexican kid that's gonna be doing big things. All right, man, we got some good boxing this weekend. I'll go live for that. I'll do the live fight chat for that for sure, man. That's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good one, bro. Yeah, man. Oh, sorry about that, yo. Somebody's just messaging me. Yeah, that's gonna be a good card, man. Shout out to TNT crew. That's gonna be on cable television. That's awesome, bro. That the TNT thing is really starting to take off, man. It looks like they're really invested in the boxing. Now, hopefully they stay invested. You know, I think they lost the NBA, was it? That used to be on TNT. So now they are back, man. They are back doing their thing, man. That's good. That's good to see, man. But yeah, those are all the topics, bro. If anybody wanted to call in and give me their opinion on what they like this weekend, or you guys can just drop it in the chat, however you want to do it, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all know what it is. Y'all supporting the channel as always. But yeah, let me throw them links back in the chat for the people who want to join the Discord or call in the X Spaces. You could use both. Now, when you hit that Discord link, it's gonna bring you right into the show, so you'll probably hear me talking. That's just how I do it, man. Because the last time I did the stage channel, people said they couldn't hear on the Discord, so I had to switch to the voice channel, which was a little different, but I mean it works. That's how we had G-Von on here the other day, and Kenyo Taylor. Shout out to those guys, always tuning in. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody in the building, man. Smash that like button. Show some love to the stream, man.
Did not really fight her. Oh, big one punch. That is it. Forget about the count. It is over.
Perfect, yo. You know what it is, man. And don't be coming up in here, man, and not smashing that like button, bro. Hurry up, man. Get that like button.
Is anything you looking for?
Some gummies.
Gummies?
Hurry up and buy.
No.
It's 2AB's crazy, though. Yeah, bro. It's two's crazy, man. Anthony Joshua he almost destroyed the fight, bro. Man, shout out to my brother Toledo Treese in the building. Third shift gang, man. He said, do you think Berlanga should consider going to 75? Maybe. I think 75 is kind of shallow, bro. You know, Benavidez isn't coming back, that's for sure. Ben Whitaker, you know, they're saying he's still a couple years out from being like contender or top dog, which I think is crazy. You got to go for it right now. Better be even Bivol. They on their way out, man. They want to just fight each other one last time. So, I mean, you got Najee Lopez, right? Who's a beast, definitely. You'll have the 68 pounders moving up eventually, you know. So it could be danger, but Berlanga's a big dude. They said he was like 200 pounds plus in the Canelo fight when he walked into the ring. So I mean, he's a big guy. So we'll see, man. We'll see. I think you know, maybe that helps him right now with Zuffa, because they got Hot Rod over there. I think, or I don't even know if Hot Rod signed with them, but they do got Hot Rod that they've used before. They got Vozdek over there for 75. And then it's like, I don't really know who the other guys are at 75 with Zuffa. You know, so it's kind of difficult, Treese, but hey, if he can get, to me, if Berlanga can get like Plant in the ring, that's what I want, bro. That's what I want. If he can get Plant in the ring, because him and Plant got history, bro. They already got some words that were said. They already got some background there. You can play some shit, especially because it's the PBC. They got the rights all over that, bro. They can play the highlights of these guys chatting back and forth in the Canelo build up, and when they met outside the T-Mobile arena when they're in each other's face. Yeah, bro, they could play all that stuff, Treese, for the build up, and then you know Berlanga, he gonna get riled up in the presser, man. So I think Caleb Plant, he needs something too. Like, he needs something to get himself motivated for, you know. And he apparently he left Breadman, so we got to see him with a new trainer. I don't know who training him. Maybe he's not even in that mode right now, right? But I would see Caleb Plant and Berlanga. I like that, bro. Shout out to the Nigerian Nightmare dropping the $2 super chat for the goal, bro, with the salute sign. I appreciate you, brother.
I want my chips with the dip. That's all I know. I don't want my chips plain. I want my chips with the dip. So bring them dips.
Shout out to my guy. WP said, hurry up and buy. Gets me every time. Yeah, bro. For sure, bro. Shout out to Donnie 956 in the building. What's going on, my man Donnie? He said Hot Rod is signed. Umar. Okay. Umar, he's the guy who had that crazy stoppage with the uppercut. Rashid Smith. Okay. Oh yeah, that's the name there. The Umar guy. Crazy last name, but I think he had that crazy stoppage in like Zuffa 1 or something like that. One of the early ones. Yeah, their 75 division is like it's not the greatest, bro. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see, man, what Berlanga does. Shout out to Billionaire Boxing TV in the building. He says we need Berlanga versus Charlo. Yo, that's a good one too, man. Yo, Charlo's name's been, it's been floating around, so I think like even with him not fighting in Australia, I always said like they should try to throw him on the Teofimo Lopez Rolly undercard as the co-main event, but there's probably already a big budget for Teofimo Lopez, especially, and Rolly. So I don't know if they could pay Jamal what he's gonna probably want. But we'll see, man. We'll see what goes on with Jamal Charlo. He was obviously in fight shape. He was just getting ready for a fight. So, New Problem says washed wars all 2026 to 2027. Nah, man. You know what I call it? I call it just clearing out space, bro. Just, we cleaning up the closet. Getting ready these guys. They getting packed up. Hopefully Usyk can pack up Wilder and then they both can leave. AJ and Fury pack up each other. They both can leave. And yeah, man, the rest of these guys, Jamel Charlo, Plant, they got to fight so they can leave. Like all these dudes, they get it over with. Canelo's got one or two more fights with Turkey. Okay, you could pack that up and leave. Yeah, bro, we just cleaning up the closet at the back end here to 2026. Hopefully in 2027, mid 2027 moving forward, we talking about these young cats and what they're going to be doing. We're going to be start building the next super fights, for that year, or not that year, but the years to come, and the names who are going to be coming up the pipeline, man. Because I truly believe that we're at the end of the era for Canelo, especially. Like it's done, bro. Canelo era is done. I'd be surprised if he goes into another big fight after the Turkey deal. Maybe he swings back around, takes a Jake Paul fight. If Jake Paul's getting back in the ring, I don't think Jake Paul probably got PTSD from the Anthony Joshua shit, man. I don't think he can be able to jump right back in there, but we'll see, man. We'll see what Jake Paul does. He is the reason why Canelo got that big fat deal, man. Turkey Al-Sheikh pulled him out of negotiations with Canelo to pay him handsomely for that too. So I mean, we'll see, man. Maybe Canelo spins the block and goes see, hey Jake, you still got that deal on the table? And then the B's on the table. Well, yeah, man, we'll see, man. But I think 2026, 2027 is pretty much the clear out years, man. The clear out time, clear out the closet. We got a new crop of fighters coming through, and we'll see, man. We'll see what they could do, bro. He said everybody is talking like that. Yeah, man. Get it all cleaned up. New Problems. Get him out of here. Shout out to Billionaire Boxing. He said Jake Paul hasn't spoken of boxing in almost a year. Yeah, I don't blame him, man. Got his jaw cracked. Multiple places. Didn't he have to get like multiple surgeries too? Oh, man. Yeah, man. I don't know, bro. We'll see, though. I don't think Jake Paul's thinking about getting back in the ring anytime soon either. I thought I heard something about Jake Paul want to play for the Cleveland Browns, man. Like a wide receiver, something like that. Yo, I don't know. Jake Paul don't strike me as an athlete like that, in a sense of like being that super athletic. Like the one thing I learned about football players, they are freaking athletic as shit, bro. Like a lot of them, they probably can't shoot a basketball and shit like that, and they can't probably get on the ice and skate. But them up, when you see them doing calisthenics and lifting and moving, bro, you see the athleticism. They can run fast usually. They got good hand-eye coordination. Those dudes are just like athletes. I'll say that about football players, bro. And I had the opportunity to be around some decent football players, man. They're not even NFL level guys. And I was like, damn, I was blown away by their athleticism. But I know once they get in to try to coordinate something like even like boxing, like that's where you see the disconnect, bro. Because it's not all athleticism in boxing, that's for sure. You need to have a lot of strategy. Boxing's kind of like chess, man. Shout out to New Problems. He said everybody's talking like there's no way Canelo would lose to Mbili. Oh, he might, bro. Now, I'll be saying he losing to Mbili. But y'all know I'm biased. I'm biased in that sense, bro. But yeah, I think it's possible he loses to Mbili, man, for sure. You know, I don't even know how Canelo's getting up for that fight, but we'll see. Billionaire Boxing TV said, who are some clear stars in today's boxing, in your opinion? Just off the top, I guess you got to say Abdullah Mason. I think Abdullah Mason, like, he don't probably got the personality to be like superstar, but like his performances in the ring are going to bring out crowds before. And he's going to fight the people. I think that's the thing about Abdullah Mason that I'll say is like a little separated from the other guys. Is he's going to be in some tough battles, man. He's going to be in them tussles. And they may not be the biggest names, but it's going to be like we boxing hardcores are going to respect it. And then eventually, Abdullah's going to be in the massive fights, bro, eventually. I think Abdullah Mason, obviously Ryan Garcia. You got the usual suspects, Devin Haney. Those guys are still big. I think even, who else can I throw in as a superstar right now, man? I think David Benavidez to an extent. I think the issue with David Benavidez is, you know, his problems outside of boxing right now. You know, it seems like he's got a lot of shit going on with him. But I think like with David, even though he probably doesn't want to hear this, I think if he goes to heavyweight, he's an automatic superstar. You know, because I think the heavyweight division is the glamour division of boxing. And America hasn't had a top tier heavyweight in a long time, man. It's surprised Deontay Wilder. And like we got to think back to Deontay Wilder's, you know, I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I think David Benavidez can beat some heavyweights, especially if he goes up right now and catches these guys when they're green. You know, don't let Moses Tama, you know, he's building already. Moses Tama's a monster already. Ajit Kabiel, monster already. But you know, there's some heavyweights he can beat there. Gassiev, who's the WBA champion, I think Benavidez can beat him. Dubois has shown he struggles with some boxers, you know, even though them guys are strong too, man. So, I mean, David's a guy. Bam Rodriguez is another guy who's going to be a superstar, I think, in boxing. I think Bam Rodriguez will be for the small guys, obviously. But, yeah, I think there's some guys coming up too, like Keyshawn Davis. He still got an opportunity to be great. And I think about other guys. But yeah, man, shout out to Billionaire Boxing TV for the $2 super chat to the goal, bro. He said, Ryan from the 6, man, running this shit. I appreciate you, brother, for supporting the stream, man. Shout out to you, man. Dropping them chips with the dip.
I want my chips with the dip. That's all I know. I don't want my chips plain. I want my chips with the dip. So bring them dips.
Yeah, man. As far as, man, I'm not sure who else, like, from standpoint of, like, I mean, I thought Cromwell Malton would be one of them guys, but he's not active enough. You know, he's not in our eyes enough for us to be like, yo, he's going to be a superstar. He doesn't fight enough, straight up and down. So I think that's a problem, man. You got to be in the people's eyes. You got to be showing us things. You know, he does talk big game, great, but he doesn't fight big. He shouldn't be fighting big names, but he doesn't fight a lot for us to be like, okay, he's ready for this guy, that guy. We don't know, man, where Cromwell Malton's at. We don't even know when he's fighting next, bro. It's crazy. He said they couldn't get any worse, man. Belanga, the king of NYC, sold out the theater. Oh, damn, he the king of the NYC? Man, that's wild, bro. Is Berlanga really the best fighter in New York City, man? yo, You made me think about that, Donnie. Like, damn. Like, I was really stuck. I was trying to think who else from the NYC that'd be, you know what I'm saying, showing out. But I think you might be right on that one. Shout out to Frontline in the building. What up, man? Donnie956 said Benavidez need to fight in AZ and not Vegas. You can fight in Vegas as long as it's with the right opposition. You know what I'm saying? Can't be fighting in Vegas. These other dudes, we don't know, bro. I don't know if that's a situation like that, man. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody in the building, man. You know what it is.
No, I'm 1-18 in boxing. Like, what's some tips?
I ain't gonna lie. 1-18?
Yeah.
Stop boxing.
Go.
Yeah, like, we got to see Benavidez in there with some people, you know, we believe can beat him. You know, I mean, the Ramirez fight was good. They did good. Didn't they do well in Vegas? I don't know how much they sold, but it looked like a good event. You know, it was definitely a good show for sure. That was a good card. Shout out to Easy Blends. He said, yo, what's up with Carmel? Why he not fighting? Yeah, man. I think like what happened with Floyd's last card is exhibition. I think freaking my man was supposed to fight on that card, bro. He's supposed to fight on that card. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? That didn't work out. That whole card got folded. So I don't know what's up with Floyd's situation, bro. But he gotta put those guys out. He can lend them out. Like, it's not hard for him to go send those guys to go fight on a pro box card, pay the fighters, you know, pay Carmel, and just pay for the slot, man. It's not hard for them to do that. But, you know, he doesn't want to do that, bro. I don't know what's up with Floyd, man. But salute to everybody in the building, man. Make sure you hit that like button like Ann Wolf, man. What do you got?
Really fight her. Oh, big one punch. That is it. Forget about the count. It is over.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Billionaire Boxing said, I wonder if Floyd's problems are keeping him from getting in the ring with all these lawsuits. Possibly. I think Mayweather Promotions is obviously a part of Floyd's assets, right? So I think so, man. It could be a thing. But hopefully not, man. Donnie said 7.5 tickets. I mean, that's decent, I guess. That's definitely not superstar status. But I mean, I think a lot of people sleep on that because they're like, yo, that's not a big number. I'm like, yo, you go try to sell 1,000 tickets, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like when you start whittling it down, like 7.5 is like what? That's like a small arena essentially, but that's why I be saying like the UK, they just be different with boxing. They selling those stadiums, bro. You know, stadiums is like 30K plus, man. That's dope, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's dope, man. See, I think the Spence loss reminded us. Shout out to El Consejo, bro. I almost skipped on that, bro. My God, man, I appreciate you, dog. Tuning in. He said, Ron, I think the Spence loss reminded us how important tune-ups are. For a fact. They are. No, tune-ups are important. I think a lot of us wanted Spence to do one, but, you know, that's just Errol Spence, who he is, man. He's always been a guy like that. No tune-ups. He's always jumping into these big fights. And, you know, though we love it, obviously it just doesn't work out, man, like that. You need to get in there. You need to feel the lights. You need to get your timing right. You know, all those things matter, bro, because, like, you can spar how many ever rounds you want to spar, bro. You should never be, like, going full-fledged sparring anyways, bro. You're going to hurt yourself, but I mean, can you imagine going full-fledged sparring a whole camp and then trying to go and fight? Like, bro, you're going to get hurt, man. So, I mean, Spence you can't emulate a real fight is all I'm saying in training. You got to get in some real fights, you know, and I think he should have did that. But I don't think Spence had any intention of really having a lot of fights, you know. I just don't. I don't think so, man. He said, Van Houder, yo, will be the future of American heavyweights. Okay. We'll see, man. We'll see. I mean, the Shout out to Van Howder. He's from Florida, I believe, or somewhere. Or he trains in Florida. I seen him on a few Pro Box cards, man. He's doing his thing. I think he's with Zuffa right now, so we'll see, man. They got to put him in with the guys, right? He said that card was stacked with Mexicans, though. I mean, yeah, but I mean, y'all always do this, bro, because then now I got to take it back to Ryan Garcia and Barrios, man. That didn't sell out either. Like, it's just, sometimes it's just the dance partners, right? And like these dudes is just charging out the wazoo for ticket prices. Like, what did Turkey say? Let me go pull up the tweet. He said something about like $300K for the tickets. I'm like, bro, like that just sounds dumb to me. Like, what the flip? So now we don't want fans going to the fights, bro. Cause $300K, man. Like, what are we talking about with the ticket prices, man? And that's why I believe the stadium fights are always going to be better, bro. The stadium fights are more affordable. The stadium fights going to have more people. You know what I'm saying? The stadium fights, bro, it just looks better. The stadium fights is some real gladiator shit when you look at it. The arena fights, they cool, man. They all right. I'd rather go to the stadium, to be real. I don't know, man. Something about stadium fights. I feel like when I'm in a state, I never been to a stadium fight, but I feel like if I was in a stadium fight, I feel like I'm in Rome, like some gladiator shit, you know? That's the type of shit I'm trying to be on. I know most of you guys don't like to hear that because y'all don't like it, man. But hey, I'm that dude, man. I want to see Caesar put his thumb down, yo. Tell the guy, go get him. We don't need that guy no more. Go get him, yo. Put him on the chopping block. See if he can get out the lion's den. I guess that's why I enjoy boxing, bro. And I respect these boxers. Let me see. Turkey, he posted it on his. I don't know if he posted it on X, but I think I saw it on Instagram. But I'm pretty sure it was on his X account. He posted it. Yeah, $6.3 million in tickets sold. So like he didn't say how many tickets got sold. Okay. And in the UK and Ireland. What? What do you mean in the UK and Ireland? Well, that's the pre-sales, right? The 6.3 million in pre-sales. Yeah, that's fucking dope, man. Let me see where that lands on the top gates in boxing. That's for the zone. What do you mean? Like you're talking about pay-per-views? Like, nah, the zone's got the UK and global, don't they? I think the zone got the better of the deal. Because like Paramount, they got what? They got the US and North America. And I think well, we'll find out, I guess. I haven't even looked on. I had Paramount Plus. I haven't even looked on to see. I don't think it'll be up there yet. But where will this put? Nah, bro, it says right there. The zone. Paramount Plus globally and the zone in the UK and Ireland. Oh, it's breaking records. Yeah, I don't even understand like what he's trying to say. Cause I thought it was all ticket sales. The pre-sales was out, wasn't it? Or is this for the pay-per-view? Which is a whole different beast, but we'll see where this ranks on the top gates. So the pre-sale was 6.3. Oh, okay. No, that's cool, man. That's cool. Shout out to $6.3 million in tickets. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. Shout out to Ryan and Ben. I don't know where they'll end in ticket sales. I guess it all depends on how many tickets they sold, which I don't know. They haven't disclosed that either. But 6.3 is a good start. Let's see where they can 6.3. So they're about halfway point of Jake Paul and Mike. Okay. So I mean, I don't think they'll break that. So I don't think they'll get into the top 10 when they're done, but we'll see, man. We will see where that lands, even though I just don't think that's a big fight, gang. I don't know. Like, it's a good fight, but I'm like, what the fuck Conor Ben done did to in boxing, period. I'm totally agreeing with Oscar when he said the Devin Haney fight's way bigger, but we know Oscar is the same person that said he didn't want that fight. So that's why I just be confused with Oscar. But Oscar be lying. That's what he just did. He just went up there and told lies, man. So Paramount got the global. Mexayo versus Cortez. Okay. Mateo Tapia. Shout out to Tapia, man. My brother sparred with him a few times. He's good. He's from Australia. I think he's undefeated too. Abel Gonzalez too. All right, so like, what's the main card? Isn't Opataya supposed to be on this card? I think Jay Opataya, but I don't know who he's gonna be fighting from. Oh, don't worry, bro. We know about Mateo, bro. Don't worry. I know his coach personally. Shout out to Jesse Thompson of Canada. That's my guy, man. Moved to Florida, changed his whole life. Actually, his fighter beat Floyd Diaz the last Zuffa card in Vegas there at the Apex. Got an upset. So shout out to my guy Jesse Thompson, man. Doing his thing. But yeah, man, don't worry. We know about Mateo, man. He good. He's a 60-pounder too, I believe. He's at 160. That's another guy that Jalil Hackett could fight. Jai is but who's Jai fight, bro? This we'll see. Anyways, we'll see, bro. We'll see, even though we're like what? 2 months out? About 2 months out? Less than 2 months. How many weeks we out from that fight? Isn't it September 12th? Yeah, we definitely less than. It's like what, 6-7 weeks? We'll get the car when we get it, bro. I think that's the kind of issue with Turki Al-Sheikh sometimes. You know, his promotional game be up and down, man. It was awesome when it first started. We used to get the trailers, and then I feel like, you know, he probably felt like he was putting in all the effort. Because the truth be told, the fighters weren't really doing their job, man, promoting the fights. You know, they weren't really pushing it like they should be. Turkey was doing all these great things for them, paying them well, getting them these great trailers, doing this and that. And these dudes were they weren't taking advantage of it. So I get it, bro. Save your money, put it back in your pocket. So Ryan Garcia, brother Sean is supposed to be on the what? Sean Garcia. Who wanna watch Sean Garcia, bro? Oh my. Nah, bro. We don't want to watch that. He trash.
Yeah.
Last time I saw Sean Garcia, he was fighting on some card. Who was it, man? It was Nate Diaz versus somebody else. Anyways, he was fighting against Fernando Vargas' son, man. And Armando beat him up. I was like, yo, this shit's I'm like, bro, this is wild. I'm like, why they put this guy on the card, dog? Like, this shit is wild. Nasty work, bro. But hey, man, it is what it is, bro. If they gonna throw him on the card, shout out to Ryan Garcia, man, getting his brother paid. That's what you're supposed to be for the La Familia. Help him out, bro. That's what that would be. Shout out to Boxing Fam in the building. What up, man? Salute. What's going on, my brother? Yeah, man, we'll see, though, what happens with that card. And then we'll see what happens with Ryan after, man. So I think his deal's done with Turkey after that. So I think possibly we can start seeing him fight the other guys. In around the division, which I always wanted to see. Anyways, I want to see him defend the title. Maybe the winner of Rolly, Teofimo Lopez. Maybe the winner of Haney Keyshawn, whoever comes out of that. Get some unifications popping here, Ryan. Settle your mandatory with yeah, Donnie, yeah, I played it, bro. I played the Ariel Helwani interview. Shout out to Ariel. He was still live. I don't know if he's live now anymore, but I played it. Played a few clips from there to show the people that Oscar just be capping. He said he's gonna start negotiations as soon as he gets off with Ariel Helwani, bro. I'm like, this dude. He snapped, bro, when he said that. Yeah, Ariel was like, yo, Oscar, have you Virgil and Boots start negotiating? He's like, not really. He wanted to lie so bad. He wanted to say yeah and all that hot shit, but nah, man. Oscar, he be funny with it, bro. Oscar be too funny, bro. But Oscar De La Hoya's problem is he gets caught in that too many lies, bro. He lies too many. Bro, I mean, I guess so, if that's what y'all want, bro. Ryan Garcia, if he goes to Zuffa, who are you gonna fight though? Like, I guess Shakur Stevenson. I don't know, man. I don't get it. Like, they're not even promoting the WBC belt. He can get stripped for that. I don't know. Maybe that's what he wants, bro, to get stripped. Oh my God, we gonna bring him over there to fight Hitchens? All right, bro. Y'all can have it, bro. Honestly, y'all can have it, because like y'all just taking boxing back in time if y'all telling me that's what y'all want, bro. Like, you're literally gonna walk backwards. We're gonna walk back into the PBC land and say, yeah, this is the fights we want. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro, history got a weird way of working in the world when you look at it, bro. And what I'm seeing today with the Zuffa crowd, they just like the PBC boys. They just like the PBC boys. Literally. They literally just like them, man. When the PBC came in, that was their whole talking point. Was get down, lay down. You got to come on this side. Oh my God. They still say it to the day. I don't know how they still say it, but that was the whole thing, bro. And that's why boxing went to where it went to. And it just got shit, bro. Went to shit. Because you had to be on sides. And it's like, man, fuck, yo, just take that freaking sand out the line. Stop talking about it. And let's just get the fights. Let's just get them. Nah, Samson, bro. They were saying that before Samson. Like, Samson just echoing it. But, like, he can't echo it no more. Shout out to my man, Braden Harden, who's over there at the zone. Making moves. He ain't got Top Rank and PBC over there. So he went over there. I think they hired him last year. The zone did for the North American side. And he did more in 1 year than what Eddie Hearn did the whole time with the zone trying to break into the U.S. market. What it's been like 4 or 5 years. Eddie Hearn's been trying to do this shit. Just couldn't do it, bro. So they had to go get a real one. And shout out to him. He got all the sides over there. That's what they needed. But now we still have an island, bro. So I don't know how long Zuffa Boxing's contract is up, but they should definitely go talk to the zone when they're done, man. So we can just get everybody in one spot, bro. Like, just do that, man. That'd be the best. That'd be the best thing for boxing, period, bro. We just all in one spot. Shout out to David Garcia in the building. What's going on, bro? Yeah, Hamzah Sheeraz, he messed everything up this weekend. Why would they go to the zone? Why not, bro? Everybody's over at the zone. That's exactly why they would go to the zone. Make the fights. Well, why would they not want to go to the zone? Like, I think like that's kind of like the silver lining of it all. Is like it's gonna turn into a network war again eventually. eventually, like, the Zone is not gonna let all their big fighters go over to Paramount. You know, they're gonna want some of those fights too. It's just gonna end up that way, and you're gonna either ask Paramount to pay for the fights or the Zone to pay for the fights. It's just gonna become a network war, and that never ends well for the sport at all. And that's why I'm saying this is the whole PBC thing, and y'all don't want to re-say it that is happening, but keep making it that way. It's gonna end up that way, bro. Zone is bleeding $1 billion a year, bro. I don't pay attention to that shit because they don't look like they bleeding when they sign in PBC and Top Rank. Like, that don't even make sense, man. Wouldn't they cut back then if they was bleeding? I mean, like Showtime did, like HBO did. They all cut back when they was bleeding. Paramount Plus is way bigger than the Zone. If anything, Paramount buys the Zone. But Paramount's not a sports app, bro. I can't watch NFL on Paramount Plus. I can't put on any soccer for my son on Paramount Plus. This is exactly like I'm saying. I'm like you, like Donnie, you the PBC guys, man. This is exactly what they said. They all did it when they came in the game with the big bag from the CBS Sports and all the cable companies. They were telling everybody, y'all got to come over here because this is that is this. This is the bigger platform. We got the shiny badge. Man, get the hell out of here, bro. You could watch soccer on Paramount Plus? Bro, I'm not really like a show guy, TV guy, bro. Like I was born in. My dad was a professional boxer, bro. I was born in sports, dog. All I watch is sports. UFC, I don't really watch UFC. I'm not a UFC guy. Shout out to the UFC. I got no disrespect for them guys. I'm just not. The only reason why I got Paramount was because of Zuffa, to be real. That's the only reason why I got it. So, like, I mean, if Zuffa can go, if the Paramount can go buy the NFL package, bring that over there, in the Premier League, whatever other shit my son be watching. My son's a soccer player. He likes soccer. Be watching the Zone all day for soccer. They get that shit over there, cool. But they'll never have the catalog. Like the Top Rank's catalog, bro, is insane. Like Top Rank, bro, you guys can't say nothing to the Top Rank catalog. That's probably that Top Rank catalog is what keeps Top Rank moving. Like when you can say that that's a selling point to anybody, bro, because of the fights they have on there. Shout out to Easy Blends. He said, who you got in the Dev Key fight? Can you give us the fight breakdown? We'll get to it when the Wednesday happens, bro. You know what I'm saying? We'll get to there when that fight gets made, bro. It's gonna get made though. So they have a Premier League. Okay, they got the Premier League. Shout out to them. They got the Premier League, bro. But I'm still like worried about the rest of it, dog. Like, you still like, okay, you told me if I go buy Paramount Plus and dish the Zone, I'm going to lose the NFL package. I'm going to lose whatever leagues my son be watching. I don't know which ones he be watching because he's a Fonzo Davies, so I know Fonzo's not in the Premier League. He's in the Bundesliga League. We going to lose the FIBA, obviously SGA. We in the second pool of that, Canada. Shout out to us. What else am I going to miss? I'm going to miss Top Rank. I'm going to miss PBC. I'm going to miss Golden Boy, Matchroom, Queensberry, Boxer, Salida Promotions. Who else is over there? Missed that. For what? Oh, because I'm getting HBO. Shout out to HBO. But like I said, I don't really watch TV, so I don't even know what's on HBO. Like that. But HBO's good. I hear they got good shows. So maybe my wife can benefit from that. But yeah, man. Salida. No, they with the zone, bro. You tripping like, like they on the zone. They fight on the zone. Donnie must be maybe Donnie is. He probably own Paramount, bro. Shout out to Donnie, man. Trying to get us all over there. But I already got Paramount Plus. That's why I don't understand what the issue is. But like when I say the one guy can't come over, that's a big issue. But we want everybody over there. We want that even makes sense. We want 7 people to move to one, but we already got all these dudes over here. We just need one to come over here. But we need to move the whole house over there. I don't get it. I feel like if the whole house was on the one side, if we just need the one guy over there, I think everybody can work together. But hey, you know what? I'll say this about Zuffa. It's good that they're staying over there because they're making all these promoters work, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're making all those promoters work. He says it doesn't make sense for Zuffa financially. Well, no, it doesn't make sense if they're getting a bigger budget from Paramount, then you stay where you stay. I totally agree. But I mean, if the zone can match it, I mean, I don't know why you would say no. And I think Turkey Al-Sheikh, he's like an investor in the zone as well. Isn't he like 13% or something like that? So he has his money in the zone. So I think I would assume that Turkey Al-Sheikh also wants the zone to be doing well because he has 13% tied into it. Shout out to WP. He's on my shit, bro. He's on my shit. We just care about fights, bro. Yeah, man. I don't do the network wars and promoter wars. That ain't me at all. Manuel, salute, brother. He said 10% seller, not Turkey. Well, still, like, isn't seller working with Turkey? So you want Turkey to go against seller? You know, I feel like those your boys over there. So you don't want to see them get smoked out. You obviously want to see their deal be all right. See their money be all right. That's like my friend who putting money in a business and I'm praying on his downfall. That's fucked up, bro. Like, what the hell? What the hell that look like? What type of friend I look like, man? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, maybe and if you're saying Turkey's on that time, then I don't know, bro. That shit's crazy. My man New Problem said Turkey double dipping with Zuffa in the zone. Nah, I think ultimately Turkey's a real boxer fan. He just wants the fights, man. It's the other fans that always be on some like you gotta come over here ish. You gotta be over there. It's the other guys, man. Like honestly, you guys think there's loyalty in boxing? There's no fucking loyalty in boxing, bro. This shit's the most unruly, unloyal sport out there, bro. There's no sanction on this. There's no there's nobody to go freaking put these guys in jail. You need FBI for these dudes, bro. There ain't nobody to suspend promoters. You need to call the FBI when some shit pop off, man. There ain't no league. They ain't no you're gonna lose a bunch of games. You're gonna lose some budget money. It ain't none of that, man. This sport is just insane when you think about it. You can lose your contract tomorrow, and just because the company feel like you ain't it, they could just cut you off, man. But that's why you got to make sure you got the right lawyers, bro. I'm telling you, you need lawyers in boxing. You ain't got no lawyer, it's a wrappy, bro. You're gonna taken advantage of. You got to make sure you got somebody who could read the fine print, bro. So there's loopholes. Because if you don't, you just gonna end up under the rug, bro. End up under the rug. Donnie said, this is my point. Being stuck on one app isn't good to grow the sport behind a huge paywall. I like what Zoop was doing by spreading the broadcasting deals like Paramount Plus, Sky Sports, and Unext. I totally see. I'm a yin and a yang. I agree in the sense of like being on separate platforms helps the competition of the sport. I agree. But from a standpoint of like telling somebody, okay, you want to watch Zuffa, you got to go over here. Cool. I want to watch the other guys fight, you got to go over here. It's confusing. Most people just want one spot to go. They just want one issue to go to. Here, let me just hit this. Boom, I'm in. Yeah, man. I think when you're sending people this spot, that spot, to this spot, that spot, it gets confusing, and then people get disinterested, and they just don't even look for it because like, yo, it's too much. Like, I gotta go over here for this guy, I gotta go over there for that guy. And isn't UFC on? I swear UFC's on the Zone too, man. I swear to God, I saw it on the Zone one day, and I was like, what the hell? And it was a pay-per-view event too, so I don't know if they do only the pay-per-view events on the Zone when it comes to the UFC. I don't know, man, but I thought I saw them on there the one time. But I just think it's easier when you got the one app, bro. Everybody's in the one spot. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but yeah, I think it's easier, especially now that it looks like the Zone's working with TNT too. So, you know, I don't know, bro. What do I know though, bro? What do I know? So more eyes helps. That's true. More eyes does, but like the way I look at it is like, okay, if you want more eyes, bro, you got to get back on cable. Like that's the real thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? He said UFC's on Paramount Plus, no pay-per-view. Yeah, no, I agree. I don't know, bro. I don't watch UFC. I'm just saying I saw it on the Zone. Like $7.99, no pay-per-view, or over $50 a month. I don't know, man. Yeah, but like what I'm saying, Donnie, is I pay $50 a month for a number of sports, bro. I just don't pay $50 a month for boxing. Like, I don't know what the package is in America, but like for me, bro, I got the soccer leagues. I got the full NFL package. That's already more than $50 a month. I know that for sure. That's already more. So, and then I got all the promoters now. Okay. So I don't know. I feel like I get my money's worth. I know you guys want to debate that $7.99 versus $50, but for what I'm getting from my $50 to me is worth it, bro, for sure. Maybe not to you, but to me. And this is the guy coming from a guy who could sit down and watch the whole WBC Grand Prix. Like, this is why it means shit to me. Cause I'm not no fickle fan. I don't need to watch names, bro. I can sit down and watch boxing all day. I can watch people who never fought before, man. I like watching pro debuts. I like watching grassroots boxing. Club shows. I just wrote on an Instagram post the other day. I was watching a club show and I said, yo, every boxing fan should go to a club show at least once in their life, man, just to experience it. Club shows are good, man, especially when it's high action. People who need shit to get done for them, get moving. They fighting hard, man. They fighting hard. Not like some of these diva dudes, bro. But you know, network. Yo, bro, you sounding like the PB. This is what they said too. The PBC guy said the same thing, and they were on network. They were on CBS. They were on Spike. They were, bro. They said the same thing though. Network TV coming one to Paramount Plus and Warner Brother merger completes. That's awesome, man. So more boxing on TV. So that's good. See, I don't care. Like, I'm not mad about that. I'm happy about that. Why? Because I watch boxing. I'm not a fan who will say I'm not gonna go to the Zone because, you know, that if I feel like there's value to it for me, which there is, I'm gonna go watch it, bro. I'm gonna go watch it. That's just me. You're talking to a dude who like bought a lot of pay-per-views that I probably shouldn't even buy, bro. But because I love this sport and what it represents, I think I got a little different view on boxing than a lot of people because like shit, this shit put food on my table, man, growing up. Boxing did. Literally. You know, my dad to this day, he still go to the gym, man. I tell that man, slow down, relax, enjoy life. No, but he love it. So yeah, I love boxing, man. If I have an opportunity to give back to boxing, I do that all the time because boxing gave me a lot. So, yeah, that $50 a month, bro, I know what it goes towards. I'm not mad at it at all, not one bit. But shout out to Paramount Plus because they do got that. What do you say, $7.99? They do got that $7.99 that I bought, and I don't know what the premium is. I didn't take a look at it. Because like I bought it just for Zuffa. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to buy the one with the ads because all I watch is Zuffa boxing. I'm not going to watch much more on it. I'm not a UFC guy. But, you know, but we'll see, man. We'll see. I'm not mad at the Zuffa or nothing like that. I'm just saying, me personally, I think it'd be cool if they was all in one spot. Because, like, I feel like the Zone could really own boxing, bro. And essentially, what could happen is what Zuffa wants. They can go to the Zone Zec and say, yo, let's run a league. They can actually legitimately run a league, you know, with everybody over there. If the Zone said, put in the contracts, yo, you guys got to throw up one fighter a year and we going to do this round robin. Or we're going to do a tournament type of style. Zuffa versus Matchroom. Zuffa versus this person. I think they can do stuff like that. The 5v5s, man, when they all over there together. But hey, I'm not mad at it at all because I think right now with Zuffa being at Paramount, they're forcing the promoters, they're forcing the Zone to fight back. He said, I paid the $50 for the Zone, but I'm gonna bitch about it when it's some trash shows. Hey man. I mean, yeah, there's gonna be some trash shows for sure. It's boxing, bro. Not everything's gonna go according as planned. But I mean, the Zuffa, they got some trash stuff too, man. It ain't like everything's golden goose over there. So I think we all gotta look at it that way. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody for rocking out, man. Y'all know what it is. What y'all doing, man? What y'all up to? Shout out to Devin and Ryan. We gotta get that fight.
Doing what I do. All white, looking nice. Okay, come through.
I don't know if Ryan Garcia is taking the fight serious or not.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's $7.99. Nah, dope, man. That's $7.99. I'm not mad at that at all. I'm not complaining about that. But I think if I remember, like, the Zone was cheaper too when it first started. So I mean, I'm just saying, bro. History tells stories. That's all I'm saying. And when you see something going in a direction you kind of already seen something going in, you just gotta sit back and relax, enjoy the ride, man. See where it goes. Maybe I'm being too he said, do you follow MLB? Hell yeah. Yo, bro, this is what I'm saying. I'm a sports guy, boxer fan. Yo, I go to Florida every year with my family to watch the Jays play spring. Like, we go for 2 weeks and we get out to as many games as we can. And we go down there and watch the Jays, watch the prospects. I watch all these guys, bro. Like, I love sports, man. I feel like sports is one of the few things in the world that is it's free from, even though there's politics in it, it's like a lot of people get together around sports, bro. Different people from all walks of life. It's one of the fewest things in the world, bro, that a lot of people can relate to. And you don't have to be from a certain background or look a certain way. It connects people. Sports, bro. To me, at least, that's the way I view it. So yeah, bro, I follow the MLB, man. I'm big in baseball. Yeah, my son, he plays rep baseball too. Like, he used to play rep baseball. So we baseball fans over here for sure too, man. You know that, man. You know that. Shout out to Irony Boxing in the building. Yeah, man. But yeah. What else we got going on? We got Canelo Alvarez fighting in October now. Against Christian and Billy. Is that still in Saudi? I think that's still in Saudi. But we got Jerome Boots. And it's apparently he's not in negotiations with Josh Kelly, probably. I don't know, bro. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Because Josh Kelly, he was, yeah, his nose was all freaking busted up from this weekend. I agree with Oscar. He won't be in the ring anytime soon, man. You're going to let that nose heal up. We'll probably see Josh Kelly next year, which is unfortunate for Boots, but and And then Fundora hasn't fought yet. And then Fundora likes to take them long layoffs too. So it's like, if you're Jaron, do you wait next year to fight? Or do you just go ahead and just fight Virgil Ortiz at the end of the year here? At least you could pick up a ring belt, because I think they're 1 and 2. I think they're number 1 and number 2 in the rankings right now. So you pick up the ring belt, you know. Yeah, Henry. Yeah, I'm on, bro. I got a few minutes for sure. The link should be pinned to the chat, but if not, here we go, bro. You jump on the X Spaces or the Discord, whatever you prefer. Oh, man, Donnie said, yeah, Kelly needs a year to fix that nose for sure, man. Yeah, Josh Kelly's, he's not going to be back in the ring like the rest of this year, that's for sure. He'll probably be back in like early next year or so. But, yeah, Josh Kelly. Shout out to him. That was just that was a ugly fight, man. But hey, shout out to my brother Henry in the building. What's going on, man? Yeah. Yes, sir. Little low though.
Oh,
Gotta pull your volume up. So we can hear what you got to say, bro. Not really. Still sound far. Try to pull you. I try to boost it up some more, but it still sounds pretty far. Yeah, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Y'all tune in. Call into the stream. Got my man Henry Boxing. Yeah, he said, yo, my MLB hits on Instagram. Create an MLB channel in the Discord and I'll share my slips. Yo, Ember, okay. Saying you a big a baseball guy. I don't watch baseball that much, bro, to be betting on it. Nah, baseball, like there's like they play every day, man. Those guys. All right, Henry, he just requested back in, so I'll let him. We'll try it again. All right, you gotta unmute. It says he's a listener. What the hell? Hey, what up, Irony, man? Is it working or no? Hey, it says, oh yeah, there you are. You unmuted, but I don't hear him. Damn, my man, Irony. He on the X Spaces too. Maybe try the Discord link. I don't know. Discord might be working better. See what my brother Irony's saying. And flip, bro. Oh my goodness gracious. I just noticed something. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't hear you, Irony. I see it. It lit up green on the Discord, but I don't hear nothing. That's crazy. Shout out to my brother Irony, man. Big PR. Got the Puerto Rican boxing. Bro, I was supposed to have an interview right now with somebody, and I totally forgot. It's not good. Oh boy. Oh. Thought I heard something, bro. Then you just went back out, man. Flip. I'm gonna have to reschedule with this guy, man. Flip. They gonna kill me. Oh man. But anyways, man. Oh shit. We gotta head out, bro. I do gotta head out. Get my daughter ready. She got baseball tonight. Speaking of baseball, boxing, man. Yeah, I gotta get her ready to go to the game. But yeah, man, we'll be back on probably not tomorrow. Thursday night? Yeah, let's do Thursday night, man. We'll talk about this Zepeda, Lamont Roach. That's coming up. That's this weekend on TNT. TNT DAZN. So shout out to De La Hoya. I think Oscar, PBC, Pro Box. There's another promoter. Oh, Top Rank is Raymond won the tires on that. That card. All right, man. He said technically conspired today. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, for sure, Ani, man. We can definitely talk another time. Chop it up. I'm sure you had a lot to speak about. A lot went down this weekend, man. It was a good weekend, boxing. You know, AJ, he made it crazy. Yeah, bro. Gotta enjoy time, man, with her while she's still small. Yeah, man. AJ almost got sparked out, man. That was crazy. I can't even lie, yo. I saw him go down, and I was like, oh, my God. We not going to get the fight, bro. Oh, Honor, you gonna be live? All right, bro. Maybe I'll pull up on you, man. It's been a while since I've been on your channel, man. Make sure you guys go check out Honorary Boxing as well. He does a lot of recap shows. Shout out to him. He paid a tribute, I think, to Pernell Whitaker recently. Shout out to Sweet Pea. Yeah, man. My man, Honorary Boxing. Make sure you check him out. But I'm out, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, showing some love to the whole stream. 24 likes, man. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Peace.
Like, what's some tips?
I ain't gonna lie. 1 in 18?
Yeah.
Stop boxing.
It's Canadian money, got blue on the finger from all of the plastic I'm thumbing. All the money that whipping outside of the next nigga, see you in public.
Perfect. Finish him.